Rwandan court sentences ex-prison director to 5 years in jail for stealing money from British inmate. Military junta sentences ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi to 4 years in jail. Over 188,000 Nigerians signed petitions seeking justice for Sylvester Oromoni. Details shortly. This is TOS TV Network and you're watching TOS News 360. My name is Merciful Ajinamo. A Rwandan court has sentenced former director of Kigali's main prison, Innocent Kayumba, to 5 years in prison for stealing money from a British inmate. Kayumba, who was sentenced on Friday evening alongside his former deputy Eric Natikuriti-Mana, has appealed against the judgment. The court acquitted an IT specialist inmate who used the skills to hack the victim's visa card after telling the court that he was forced by the prison director to do so. The leader of the Tigray People's Liberation Front in Ethiopia, Debretsion Gebremichael, have denounced the withdrawal of the Tigrayan forces from parts of the Afar and Amhara regions. Gebremichael said he did not want to give details of why the Tigrayan forces had pulled back at a time when they were closing in on the capital, Addis Ababa. 3 siblings, 2 brothers and their sister have been killed following the collapse of an apartment building in Egypt. It was reported that 3 other children were also hurt. 6 more injured people were rescued from the rubble of the collapsed 2-story apartment building in Thiassiya district in the province of Beni Suef. It is not yet known what caused the collapse, but such incidents occur regularly in Egypt in poorer areas where many buildings are badly constructed. The chief medical advisor to United States President Joe Biden, as well as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Anthony Fauci, will be speaking at the Nigerian COVID-19 summit with the theme, Pushing Through the Last Mile to End the Pandemic and Build Back Better. TOS News understands that the summit is part of efforts to redefine Nigeria's national COVID-19 response and build the health security framework for the country. More than 188,050 people have signed petitions asking for the prosecution of those allegedly responsible for the torture and death of a 12-year-old pupil, Sylvester Oromoni, at a boarding school in Nigeria's main city, Lagos. His family has accused senior students at Darwin College of torturing him after he refused to join a cult group. But the school insists he died from injuries sustained while playing football. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you're watching TOS News 360. Global business sports shows on return. Stay with us. Thanks for staying. Myanmar's junta on Monday sentenced ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi to 4 years in jail for incitement against the military and breaking COVID-19 rules. This is according to government spokesman Zhou Mingtun. Suu Kyi has been detained since the generals ousted her government on February 1st, ending the Southeast Asian country's brief period of democracy. Qatar's foreign minister on Monday reiterated his country's commitment to addressing the situation in Afghanistan, saying Doha will continue to work towards enhancing humanitarian and economic efforts in the war-torn country. In a joint press conference with his Turkish counterpart in Qatar's capital Doha on Monday, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani said Qatar will work with Ali Turkey and Taliban officials to ensure that Kabul's international airport, the site of chaotic scenes after the Taliban takeover, continues to function. A ruthless mob killing of a Sri Lankan man, Priyantha Dilwandanege, who was accused of blasphemy in Pakistan, has sparked protests in both countries, with Pakistan's leader condemning the vigilante violence. He was a factory manager in the city of Sialkot. He was beaten to death on Friday and his body set on fire. According to Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, more than 100 people have been arrested so far. At the end of last week's transaction with Nigerian Exchange Limited, a turnover of 1.278 billion shares worth 17.3 billion naira was recorded in 21,052 deals by investors on the floor of the exchange. This volume of shares traded was, however, lower than a total of 3.4 billion units valued at 30.9 billion naira that was exchanged in 21,109 deals during the preceding week. A breakdown of transactions last week showed that the financial services industry measured by volume, led the activity chart with 184.5 million shares valued at 10.2 billion naira and exchanged in 11,029 deals, thus contributing to 77.01% to the total equity turnover volume. Nigerian Jibril Saidu has been elected Secretary of the Commonwealth Handball Association via Zoom on Sunday. It was reported that Saidu emerged unopposed but polled 100% of the available votes. Saidu, a fellow of Society of Nigerian Surveyors and an ex-handball player, became the second Nigerian to be selected and elected as Secretary General of the Commonwealth Handball Association, succeeding General Ishola Williams, who held the position for almost 3 decades. That is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Many thanks for watching.